All right, everyone, it is 10:56. I wanted to jump back on for you here on digital platforms. We got a new tornado warning now for parts of some of our Indiana counties here. This is for Benton County, Indiana, just northeast of Hoopeston. So we're jumping back on for a few minutes just to let our folks know in Ambia, northeast of Hoopeston, what's going on. I suspect that folks in Hoopeston or in southeastern Iroquois County may have gotten an alert on their phone. You get the wireless emergency alerts. It makes a loud noise. It is an Indiana problem. This is not an Illinois problem. The other good news I can share at this point is that we are now finished with the tornado watch along I-57. We have 4 counties left: Clark, Edgar, Vermilion, and Iroquois counties. And those counties are quickly on their way out here. And so this is a Indiana issue, but that's a new tornado warning for Benton County, Indiana. There's a decent chance that if you live in southeastern Iroquois County, you look east, you are safe. You're in living Vermilion County, you're safe from this particular storm. But in Benton County, Indiana, just east of Hoopeston, there is a new area of rotation that is developed that's over Hickory Grove, moving off to the east. Now, this isn't an area that is not great for radar coverage here. The warning does not include Iroquois, does not include Vermilion, but sometimes you can get the alert on your phone because those are based on cell towers. And if the cell tower your phone is connected to is in the warning polygon inside this red box, you might be out here in Prairie Green or Stockland, but if you're connected to the cell tower over in Hickory Grove, you might have gotten that alert. Now, there seems to be a slight area of rotation along Indiana 71 near Parish Grove. Another one then on Route 9, Indiana 26 at the state line at 352. That takes you up to Ambia. That'll be heading towards Boswell and Fowler as it moves off to the north and east. Not a concern for us in central Illinois. There's other problems in northwest Indiana that are far out of our area, but I did want to just jump in. Again, it's hard to really see, but I thought I'd just take a minute because I figured some folks in Hoopeston, you're good. You're safe in Hoopeston. I know some folks probably watching are saying, my phone just went off. What are you doing? Where are you at? It's not. The issue is the wireless emergency alerts may be connected to a cell tower somewhere else. So that's why, out of an abundance of caution, I've jumped on in. But if you're in Hoopeston, you're in Wellington, you're in Milford, you might look to the east. Maybe you'll be able to see something. And if you do, let us know here if you're in the countryside there. This is an Indiana issue. But I just wanted to clarify that with the new tornado warning that came out. So that's why we jumped back on as those storms are strengthening. We're going to watch these other storms. Again, we're kind of in an area where it's hard to see these storms. They're so far away. So I do want to mention, again, that tornado watch that's in place. It's for Vermilion, Iroquois, Edgar, and Clark County. The statewide total for tornadoes is 5 today. There have been 3 tornadoes in central Illinois. There's been 2 in the Chicago metro. What a way to start a February morning here on February the 27th, as we have had some tornadoes. So far, we have not heard any damage at all. Vermilion County, we were watching. There's no immediate threat. Edgar County, Clark County, same thing here. But that lingering last batch of a few of those storms are hanging out and slowly slipping on through. They're moving pretty good clip, to be honest, but they seem to have been taking their time. And so there's not appear to be a threat with these cells. There's still the watch. I only jumped back on because of the new tornado warning in Boswell, Indiana. If you're watching in Danville, you're watching in Oakwood, you're watching in Crispin, Georgetown, Westville, we are watching for you and keeping an eye on it. That storm, a couple of those little cells. I mean, look, they don't look like much at all here. They are just itty-bitty little showers with, for the look at them, there's still some good thunder in there. So I know if there's any spotters in Edgar County, any spotters in Vermilion County that are out watching, that would be good. Anywhere else, so you're in Champaign, you're in Tuscola, Mattoon, Charleston, you're all clear. The severe weather threat is over out to the west. We will deal with the wind through the day, and you can see here, we'll pull up the wind speeds for you. There's still some strong winds behind this system that are pushing on through, and so we will continue to keep an eye on that. Some of these sustained winds are 20 to 35 miles an hour. It's blustery out there. We had a tree come down in Urbana this morning and knocked out power to some folks by Carl Hospital. There's some of the wind gusts there. I mean, these are non-thunderstorm wind gusts, 40 to 50 miles an hour. There's likely some 50 to 55, and we've had some non-thunderstorm wind gusts over 55, even over 60 at the Bloomington Airport earlier, not associated with storms. And so that is something that we will keep an eye on. So just wanted to clarify that real quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here because I don't see anything of concern for Vermilion, and I haven't gotten any reports for Vermilion in Edgar County. We get these two, we get them, and we shove this across Danville and across Indiana, and then it's a TV station in Lafayette and Indianapolis will take care of that. Same thing with this cell here. We get it across Terre Haute. Will take care of that across the state line for us as it moves through Vermilion County, Indiana. I'll show you here, and as far as rotation goes, again, I don't really see, it's pretty solid color where it would need to be different here. There's nothing that sticks out to me. This one, okay, maybe there's a few brighter pixels in the Catlin area, but it's not as pronounced. Now, one thing that works against us in these situations is that far away is pretty far away from the radar. I know I got a spotter, Jonathan, so he's keeping an eye out there for us. That's good. We're going to take our camera in Danville real quick and pop that up. Let me see here if I've got, it'll take it, oh, I got the wrong button up. Okay, there is Danville. It's on the other side of the rain. If there was something, I don't think there is at this point. Sure, it's raining. There has been some hail with these storms, but there's no warnings right now. It's just primarily for the folks that are over in Boswell, Indiana, Benton County, Indiana, where we thought, hey, okay. New warning came across. Given the way the wireless alerts work, things aren't always by county. We thought we'd just jump on and give you a quick update on that here. So that is what we'll continue to watch. So the only active warning, and technically we do cover the Indiana counties, but they don't get us on TV over there. We got a lot of followers in Benton County. I know we've got folks that live in Ambia and they come into Hoopeston, and folks in Boswell and whatnot. There's Ambia popping up in the map. The storm now going to be northeast of Ambia. It's going to be approaching Boswell and the Fowler area soon. And so that is what we'll continue to watch. I have not received any reports. All right, this is saying hail in Catlin. If you've got hail, let me know the size of the hail. That is helpful here. My guess is it's probably not bigger than nickel or whatnot. But that's coming into Danville now, and we can flip back over to our Skycam. There we go. There you can see in Danville, pretty decent little storm coming on through. There might be some small hail in that shot. It's hard to see. Certainly there's a lot of wind energy in the atmosphere, so that doesn't surprise me. Perhaps some small hail mixed on in there. Again, if you have a report of hail, let us know. We would appreciate those reports as well, but I don't see anything of imminent concern at this point with this particular storm. So just jumped on for a few minutes just to clarify the Benton County, Indiana, small size hail from Melissa and Catlin. Thanks for that report. We get these storms 10 miles away, 10 miles to the east, and then we're absolutely done for the morning. That's the goal here. We are finished for the day for severe weather pretty much everywhere along and west of I-57. Champaign, done. Tuscola, done. Mattoon, Charleston, we're finished. Effingham, we're finished here. That cold front sweeping on through, looking at radar, pretty easy to spot it. And it's sitting along there. Oop, that's a terribly draw front. I'm a meteorologist, not an artist. It's sitting along there. Anything ahead of that front is still where there's a chance for some stronger storms, but most of us are clear. So there will be some windy showers, some blustery showers moving on through. We've got some rain, light showers.
Jacob, they just kind of posted this a little bit ago, but the National Weather Service did have some of the wind gusts outside of those thunderstorms, and some of those have been pretty impressive. Not sub-severe, but 56 miles an hour there at Willard at 10:18.
That was after the storms left, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was afterwards, or roughly afterwards. And then Rantoul, 46, 44 in Edgar County, Flora Municipal there in Clay County, 52, 45 in Taylorville, and I think it was the top
I think the top one was what, 60 something in Bloomington, 61 in Bloomington. I think we had at one point. It's been blustery out there, so yeah. It's crazy. You get the You can see the wind shear based on those reports that Adam's kind of reading. So again, I think at this point even Iroquois County is all clear. I'm going to give that call for Iroquois County. All clear from the severe threat. The tornado watch will be dropped shortly for there. We're real close for Vermilion County. We're not quite as close for Edgar County and Clark County might take an extra minute too, but for the most part, we are sliding through with the tornado threat here. We know there's wind. We know there is some hail. There's been some small hail in the Danville area. We've got the Danville camera up there. Hoopeston, you're good. You talk for so long, you need to get a drink of water, right? Isn't that how it works? Mm-hmm. So as that storm slips off there, you know, I don't really see anything. I don't have the ability to turn this particular camera like we do some of the others. We turn that Champaign camera and lo and behold, there was the tornado that was west of town. We don't have the ability to turn this one. I don't think there's a tornado in the Danville area either. As those storms go into Indiana, Covington, Indiana, north of Petersburg, instability and wind shear a little bit better over there. We're seeing those warnings. You know, they get added on as they cross the state line. It wouldn't surprise me that at some point we saw more tornado warnings out that way. But for us in central Illinois, we are in the process of winding down with just Vermilion and Edgar counties left here, specifically for Danville to Georgetown and this other cell near Chrisman. That's pair of cells that's moving out of these. You know, it doesn't look like much. We take a look at velocity and we will keep an eye on that here. So for the most part, though, this is all the issues that we have is just these past couple of storms that are in the area. So we'll be with you here on digital platforms for just a little while longer here. If you're watching in Fairmount, Sidell, you're watching in Bismarck, Armstrong, Potomac, you're good. You're watching in Rossville, Hoopeston, all clear. It's basically Danville immediately to the north and east towards State Line City, Westville to areas southeast of Danville. Ahead of that cell, we will watch this batch of cells in from Ridge Farm to the north and east. That'll be just east of Georgetown and towards Dana and Scotland, those areas. But for the most part, I think we're winding down from this particular event. So that is what we're dealing with. Quite a few tornado warnings there in northwest Indiana, just outside of our area. You know, it seems like we had that wind shear right overhead and then off to the east, and things have carried on through. Now, we do have the wind advisory still in place. The wind advisory is still in place through the night tonight because of these strong winds. A lot of you saying, well, it's still windy here. Those yellow counties, that's the tornado watch. They're also brown when the tornado watch isn't there. So the entire area under a wind advisory through tonight because of some of these strong winds in the backside. They'll be blustery between 40 and 55 mile an hour gusts at times, if not even a little bit higher than that. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off on digital again. We will watch, keep you updated. Remember, if you have the WCIA3 weather app, you have your notifications for your phone on, you have your location settings programmed in, then you can get the weather alerts. And if something does happen, we will let you know. But for the most part here, just these last little thunder showers, breezy thunder showers, through Paris to Chrisman towards Danville, slipping onto the east, and we will hopefully not see you back here until another 15 minutes. We will be on WCIA3 News at noon on TV only, and then continue to monitor things online. That's what I got for you here, and thanks for watching. It will keep you updated if anything changes, but for the most part, expect the wind to continue. Watch a couple of these thunder showers carry across the state line. We are winding down for the day. Our tornado count in Illinois is at 5 for the day today. Thanks for watching.